Hey guys, and welcome to Janet being Janet. Okay, so what I like to do on this channel is I like to go back in time and see if I can find anything that I want to watch and bring to y'all. Sometimes it's hit, sometimes it's a miss. So I start watching them, and if they interest me and I get to video them, okay, so, alright, basically what I do is I start talking to Amberlynn with the camera on, alright? And if it's interesting, yeah, hey, I'm Janet. If it's interesting by the end of it, I post it. If it's not interesting, I delete it. That's how it works over here. So this one, I was kind of like, I was kind of like, hopefully this one's going to turn out. So if it turns out, you're going to see it. If it don't turn out, you won't see it. That's how this works. Alright guys, so what I'm going to do right now is my phone's going to go off, but I'm going to press play.
Hey guys, so if I look like a hot mess, that's because I am one. I just don't even know anymore. I don't know what to film. I don't know who I am anymore. I don't know what I want my content to be. I go back and forth between, oh, maybe I should just vlog, but there's nothing to vlog. And then I'm like, okay, well, I should just do weight loss videos. But then I'm like, I'm off track right now. I'm not doing the greatest. And then I'm like, well, let's start trolling again.
Alright, so let me set this up just a little bit, how I found this. This is back when we had the COVID, and we were in the middle of that, right? And so she had supporters at this time. Go, Amberlynn! And they were trying to help her out just a little bit, and so they were interested in her, and she was still making the ching at the time. So we're going to see how well this goes. I don't know. I haven't watched Amberlynn in a long time. I used to be a big supporter of her, and I remember this era, but I don't know what happens in this one. So we're going to learn together.
I'm like, that just puts me in a bad headspace. And then I'm like, okay, well, let's start doing mukbangs. But that also doesn't end up right. But then I sit there and I'm like, no matter what I upload, people hate on me and they're mad at me, and it doesn't even matter. Like, even the fact that I'm down 70 pounds, which...
And what brings her in the views and what was bringing her in the ching was mukbangs. Honestly, mukbangs. And yeah, anytime she would lose a pound, it was giving credit, pat me on the back. I lost a little bit of weight.
I might not be on track, but I'm not gaining weight, and it feels honestly really good. I'm balancing between like the same 5 pounds, and it's because I'm trying not to binge. But I did binge, I think, twice in the last week. It's just been, I'm just having a time. I'm having a time. I don't know what to do about it. I'm trying to remind myself of why I started YouTube.
Okay, well, this was also when it was like, okay, nobody can get out and do anything right now. Nobody can go anywhere. Everything's closed, so we were having to stay inside, right? So what she would do is she would tell everybody, I stayed on track. I did this. I did that. And then she would say, I fell off track one day. But, it's how I feel. And people would be like, hey, I understand it. We're all having a hard time. And then she'd come back on. She's like, hey, I lost some weight. And then she'd be like, hey, I fell off track again. And it was this little motion of back and forth. I remember that part.
But why and how did I gain all these subscribers? I'm trying to think of what gets me the most views. What do people seem to be attracted to more? And I'm just trying to think of back when I used to enjoy YouTube, and during those times I would upload random videos. One day it would be a vlog, next day it would be a sit down video, next day it would be a mukbang, next day it would be a tag. I had no rhyme or reason.
I guess it's mukbang. I say mukbang, so I guess it's mukbang. I won't remember that. Y'all don't expect me to remember that.
And I feel like that's when I felt the most myself, was because I was able to just upload what I wanted when I wanted. I didn't care what people thought. But now it's like I can't stop like going back and forth between what do people want, but what do I want? And it's such a crazy time right now that I'm also trying to remind myself that we only have one life to live. And it's like I have a whole list of regrets, and I kind of want to like stop that list from happening. So it's like I don't want to regret.
Philosophical Lynn is in the building. But okay, so here's the thing. Her views were going down, even though they shouldn't have gone down because of all of her excuses, right? And she would tell everybody, I'm trying, guys. I'm trying so hard. But since there were so many people stuck inside, they wanted certain kind of videos. And people were telling her, saying, get up off your bed and do this. But yeah, she was eating. And however it was, she was eating for all these mukbangers that, even back then they were saying F-E-E-D-E-R. But a lot of people weren't, referring to them as that. Some people were, some people weren't. And it was a popular thing, and she was doing it, as she said, she was doing eat with me's, is what she was doing. So that's why she says that she's kind of, torn on what she does, because she wasn't going to say she did it for anybody else. She just did it for the one she wanted to talk to during her eating.
What I choose to do with my channel. And, I think back of how my channel started as a weight loss channel. And I had maybe 500 subscribers for like 3 years, and 3+ years actually. I only had like 500 subscribers. And then I started filming mukbangs, and that's when my views went ham. That's when I gained so many subscribers, and a lot of people are like, we're here for the weight loss. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense.
People have asked me how and why Amberlynn has gotten her channel up so high. This is one of the reasons. She did gain a whole lot of subscribers during mukbangs. She hit top whenever she was doing mukbangs. She really did. And that's why people would watch her. But then you'd still have the weight loss community before the mukbangers. And there's where she got herself trapped. Is because she had her core audience. Her beginning core audience was lose weight. Then her new core audience was gain weight. She was stuck. And so she had to make some kind of choice. And she didn't know what kind of choice to make at this point. It just depended on who was griping at her the most.
Because I see my analytics. I see what people are here for. I have, like, proof is in the pudding, honey.
I have stopped paying attention to my analytics, and it's just going to stay where it's at, because you know what? It shows that people quit watching my videos at the very end where my outro is. And I was going to leave it off, and then a lot of people told me, don't you dare get rid of it. I enjoy your outro. Guess what? All it took was one person. And one person telling me that, and my outro is going to stay exactly where it is.
And that's when I get the most views. That is when I got so many subscribers, which I'm so grateful for, was when I wasn't doing weight loss videos. It was always when I was like vlogging or showing what I'm eating. It was mukbangs. Mukbangs was a big one. So it's like, you subscribe to my channel. Well, I'm not saying everyone, I'm sorry. Like, that's not what I'm saying. It's just like, you subscribe to my channel seeing that video, and that's how I got a bunch of traffic. But then you're only here for the weight loss. It's confusing.
Now, see, I get sometimes confused. Who's here for Amberlynn and who's here for the other person? But you know what? I don't care. I'm going to create content for both of them. Just because, it's my channel. That's what I decided to do, was cover two people. And I'm going to cover both people. So Amberlynn, you just kind of got to do what you got to do. It is your channel.
I don't know. That's just my way of saying I don't know what's going on. So, laptop, hi. I actually went on YouTube. Well, the other day I went on Instagram and I was like, hey, ask me questions, and I never got around to answering any. So I decided to do it on my YouTube channel, because everyone has a YouTube. If you're watching me on YouTube, you have a YouTube. So I thought it was perfect. So I did a little post and I said, ask me stuff. I said, ask me stuff, questions, topic suggestions. I did that 6 minutes ago.
And here's the thing. Now and then, whenever she does ask me stuff, everything is negative. And she ignores absolutely everything. And after so many gets negative, she deletes the entire post.
We already have questions, of course. So I'm just going to choose like random ones and see what you guys have to say. How does one eat eggs while being allergic? So the situation is, I'm kind of like an idiot, as you guys know.
So we are getting into the egg thing, because remember, she's allergic to eggs. Only eggs, however she says it. She's only allergic to the ones that are not scrambled. Scrambled eggs that are dry, she is not allergic to.
I get confused between the difference of like allergic and egg intolerance. I have an egg intolerance mainly when I have scrambled eggs.
What? What? No. You have an egg intolerance to anything besides scrambled eggs. This is why she's called Liar Lynn. You never know when she's telling the truth.
Makes me absolutely nauseous. My stomach hurts, it cramps, I feel like I'm gonna puke. Sometimes I get like a headache, I feel sluggish, I feel feverish even though I'm not feverish. And I don't know, oh, my heater or AC, whatever that is, just turned off, so.
Hey, I get the same thing. Mine does too, but it's the same thing that she gets now, the same symptoms she gets now. So which one is it, Amberlynn? Is it scrambled eggs or not scrambled eggs? Is it fried eggs or not fried eggs? Because your fried eggs are still dry as ever. Still don't know how you pick them up on your fork and just eat them all. Who gets fried eggs like that? I can't cook my fried eggs like that.
It's so weird how you get used to that sound and then when you turn it off, it's like, whoa. Or when it gets turned off. Okay. See, I don't even know how to film anymore. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm rambling. People are going to say I'm manic, which that's fine. Maybe I am. So.
People can tell you're manic before you're manic, but guess what? Guess what? I don't think you suffer from panic attacks or anxiety attacks, Amberlynn, because your anxiety attacks, I've said it before, that's anxiety. That's panic. That's manic. That's every situation you're in when you say those three words. Absolutely not doing anything. You sit there. Never seen that before. I never act that way. But okay. I don't even know when I'm manic. But okay, Amberlynn.
I do have an egg intolerance. Point blank period. How is it a coincidence that every single time I eat scrambled eggs, I feel like I have a horrible stomach bug? Who unplugged the freezer and stole a Laughing Cow cheese wedge? Love that for me.
Okay, so Amberlynn bought all this food, okay? And not everybody knows Amberlynn, so just skip forward if you already know. But Amberlynn bought all this food during the pandemic, all this freezer food, and was saying, we are set, we got enough, we don't have to worry. Somebody unplugged the freezer by accident. Guess what? That chest freezer was full from the top to the bottom, shoved in there, compressed. Somebody unplugged that freezer somehow or another. All of that food, every single bit of that food was wasted. It all had to be thrown out after she spent her money and was bragging about she didn't have to worry about, because she was scared. She's scared crapless from the COVID. She's out of her mind, scared of it. Panicked over it, yeah, she panicked over it. No, I'm not going out there, I'm not touching anything, don't touch me, I don't want to go anywhere. She was worried about that. But that's the only thing she was worried about. Not even panic, that's too strong of a word. That was just worried, her overthinking. Overthinking is the word to use, that. And so she bought a Baby Bell, I think it was, one of those cheese wheels things where it's Laughing Cow, where it's separated into little triangles. She bought one of those. And there's 6 pieces in there, and they're all individually wrapped. Well, she gets one. She gets a package, and it's opened, and one of the little slices are gone. Well, she didn't realize it was open, or somebody else opened it. Whichever one it could be. Now, at this time, food was scarce. And so, with that thing missing one, like I said, there's 4 people living in the house. Nobody said they ate it. Nobody said they got into it. And, don't know where it went. So Amberlynn was scared of it. So Amberlynn threw the entire thing away. Even though, I don't know what I would do. But even though in the situation at hand food was scarce at the time. Everybody was, fighting over it. She threw the entire thing in the trash because she had to back up. So it was a little bit of a drama situation there.
Who unplugged the freezer? Easy mistake. Don't know. Becky and I actually stayed at her mom's house. It was literally we came back the day that I noticed that it was unplugged. So we could have done it prior to staying at her mom's house, or it could have happened while we were gone, but there's no way of knowing because it was a complete accident. As for the laughing cow cheese, I'm laughing. Literally, I'm a laughing cow laughing at the situation because...
Why are you laughing at the situation? That situation was not funny. You threw it in the trash. It's not funny.
A lot of people were saying, oh my God, that wasn't ruined because the seal wasn't broken. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but when I picked up the cheese, like the actual container part was 100% open, and it was no one in the house who did it. So I'm not gonna eat something that, especially with what's going on now, someone obviously touched it in the store, fiddled with it, opened it, and took out a cheese wedge. I don't know why.
And she got really defensive over this. Every time it was brought up, she got really, really defensive, as you can tell. Some people were okay with it. A lot of people weren't. I had no worry. I had no concern. I had no input, no nothing. I was like, do what you wish. It's your food.
Any suggestions for some good shows on Netflix? I'm going stir crazy on Netflix. Oh my God. I've honestly been like a Hulu girl, or I've been paying for stuff on YouTube to watch, or I've been paying for stuff on Amazon. So lately, what I have really been liking is Little Fires Everywhere. I honestly love it. So good. Reese Witherspoon is my life. So I've also been watching Big Little Lies, which also Reese Witherspoon, the cast.
She can always suggest something that's on TV. Always. But she always says she doesn't watch TV. That's kind of, one of those things of, what do you do? Do you watch TV or not watch TV? Or is it that you watch your computer? It doesn't count like as TV. I don't know.
Amazing. The storyline, amazing. I just now am starting season 2. Y'all, the first season had me shook. I was completely shocked at the ending. Why don't you try going to a park, possibly the same park I saw Eric and Ricky go to for walks. There's benches and places to sit if you need a break, and you could film the entire thing. Take Twinkie, she would appreciate it. So, you guys are gonna be like, oh my God, an excuse. All parks are closed here. Every single thing is closed here besides essential stuff.
She was living in a small town at this point, with Beck and 2 boys, Eric and Ricky. I say boys, they're grown men, but it was 4 people living in the house at that point, and Amberlynn was, I'm not going anywhere, I'm not doing anything, if you bring food in this house, I'm going to disinfect it, I don't want you touching anything, I'm afraid I'm going to get it, I just constantly. But in the beginning, whenever it first started, and people were getting toilet paper and, Lysol, and Amberlynn was thinking, it's no big deal, and then when she realized everything was leaving, she started doing the whole thing, I gotta buy everything. Amberlynn was one of those shoppers. Take everything off of the shelf so nobody else would have anything.
And they don't consider parks essential. Lakes are closed, parks, anything like that. Why won't you cut Twinkie's nails? I actually do not cut them. The vet does. And she has a continuous, appointment. She goes at the same time. If that makes sense. What?
And animal control was called on her multiple times because Twinkie's nails would curve over. And so Amberlynn is having to address that at this time. Like I said, if you already know about this, I'm sorry, but sometimes I just explain it for the new people.
And the last time we took her, you guys actually saw it was a vlog. It was recent. Do you have any goals you want to achieve by the end? Stop being manic, and yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I have not been doing good. You guys know that.
See, this is her mania. If you've ever seen somebody be manic, this is her manic. This is her with anxiety. This is her panicking. This is what it looks like for her. Look familiar?
My depression, my anxiety, like yesterday I had a full-fledged panic attack in front of Eric, Ricky, and Becky. Normally just in front of Becky, but it was in front of Eric and Ricky, and it lasted about 10 minutes. I could, like, you guys, I don't know, not everyone knows like how a panic attack goes, but a lot of people do because a lot of people struggle with it. And it's nice to know I'm not alone, but it also sucks knowing that other people have to like deal with it.
But she doesn't know the full-blown symptoms of it. She didn't Google enough.
And it was terrifying. It was probably one of the worst ones I've had in a long time. And afterwards, I felt so ashamed and embarrassed, but my mental health state has not been good. I think it's making it to where my Lamictal, which is the mood stabilizer I've been taking, which you guys...
See, her mental health wasn't good back then. Y'all are going to realize, Amberlynn, over the years, same thing, same excuses, same reasons, same her.
It helped for months and months and months, but now with this whole thing going on, I am completely losing myself, and it's so bad that I feel like the medicine's no longer working. So I honestly cannot wait for this whole thing to be over because I feel myself going backwards for sure. But yeah, the goals I have is to just, let's be sane, please. What are you doing to keep from being bored during this? You guys really want to know, like, point blank period, this.
When is she not doing video games? She's telling on herself. Completely telling on herself.
This has been just everything that I've needed in my life. You guys, my Animal Crossing, like, house is so cute. We can just, you know, I'm about to start playing literally while I'm filming. Like, what am I doing? See, I told you,
What you're doing is not giving two craps about your audience because you only talk about yourself. That's all you do on your vlog. It's all about you, but you really don't do anything for it to be all about you.
I don't know. It's literally loading. I'm just like waiting. We're about to start playing. You guys, if you saw my house, you would literally die. Like, okay, how am I gonna show you guys? Okay, let me walk. Little swing moment. Got some chairs. You guys, look at my backyard. Hold on. Don't have to be mad. We have a pool. Oh, I'm sitting down. What I do every day. We have a pool. We have, okay, why am I having such a hard time? A little romantic area. We have a fireplace.
Did you hear her slip that in just a little bit? She's sitting down. What I do every day. Just making fun of herself just a little bit. Amberlynn doesn't do that stuff now, but at least she was speaking the truth because that's all she did all day.
You guys, it's just so cute. And you guys want to see my living room? Okay, I'm going to show you my bathroom, my living room, my bedroom. You know, I'm just going to show you everything because we're just hanging out, having a good time. This has been my life. You guys, I'm honestly impressed with my living room. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Can you see that? Kind of, sort of, kind of. Okay. So, I'm gonna show you my kitchen. I do have an upstairs. I don't have a downstairs yet, but upstairs has nothing. It's gonna be my room. So this is my kitchen. It's okay.
Isn't it amazing to think this is what she got paid for? This was big bucks to her, I'm telling you. She got the views on this thing. She's showing you a video game. This tells you something about Amberlynn Reid. She can't do this today and get the big bucks, but she could do it back then.
You know, a living its best life. This is where I cook my food in a microwave because I don't have a stove, so...
Kind of like real life, Miss Amberlynn. You put them instant things in the microwave, and that's how you cook.
That's my kitchen so far. I mean, it's cute. It's okay. It's fun. I do have... This part's funny. Okay, so this is a little kid's room. This is actually Twinkie's bedroom. Okay. You know, if she was a human, this would be my daughter's bedroom. Because that's like all I've been getting is like little kid stuff. We have like a litter box moment. We have a hamster moment. It's just super cute. A little girl's room, and it's not like my style. That's why my room's gonna be upstairs. I'm sure so many of you have clicked out of this.
I was about to say there's probably people not even watching me because of you doing this. Oh, goodness gracious. Sometimes, Amberlynn, it's like I have to laugh at her. I'm sorry, guys. I have to laugh at her because I think back at myself and I'm going, I watched this without talking to her, really. I watched this out of interest. I had fun watching her. I wanted my brain cells to work watching her. Now look at me now. I'm going, what the crap was I thinking? This is not entertainment. I can't do this now without talking to her.
Okay, my bathroom. Grand freaking finale, boo-boos. This is so cute. It's so fun. It's so fresh. Oh my god. It's like, I made it like themed like bamboo yellow, like beachy type thing. Look how cute. I know. I have no life. Like, that's a point blank period on that end. So that's what I've been doing.
Y'all aren't getting to hear me throughout this whole time going, come on, Amberlynn. Come on, Amberlynn. Stop. Put the game down. You don't need to be playing the game. You need to be getting up doing jumping jacks. You need to be getting up walking in place. You need to be getting up just moving. Do something with yourself. Come on. Y'all aren't getting to hear me say that this entire time she's talking. I'll let y'all see the little video part because I don't know how else to do this with my editor. So I'll let you see the little video part and then I talk. The entire time I am talking to her too.
What are you doing for self-care during the pandemic? Nothing. Have you picked up any new hobbies while in? No. How much do you spend on eating out in a week alone? Why don't you walk Twinkie? Also, why do you shop so often? These things are no longer relevant. I never shop anymore. I'm too scared to even buy on Amazon. Because I don't want anything.
You know, she was like one of these, I don't want to touch nothing. I ain't going to do nothing. I ain't going to buy nothing. I'm done. Whenever it comes down to, she refused to order Amazon. Wow.
Coming in here, I do have things that I've ordered from Torrid. There is a package from Amazon. I have like my makeup subscriptions. I do have them, and they all were delivered before this whole thing started happening, but I'm still haven't opened them because I'm afraid. I don't know. Why don't you walk Twinkie? I do. We hang out outside a lot in the yard. How much do you spend on eating out in a week alone?
Correction, Amberlynn. Correction. She does not walk Twinkie. Even back then, not walk. It's open the door, let Twinkie go out, Twinkie potty, call Twinkie, Twinkie comes inside. That's why I question the whole Rarity situation. Because I think she did the same thing, and this time Rarity went choop. That's what I think. Or she did it on purpose. I don't know. I have opposing thoughts. One side here, one side here.
Zero ever since this whole thing. If we go back and think about it though, before this whole thing started, honestly, I have like weird phases where I eat out, like back months ago.
You see that pile of pillows that are on the screen? That's Pillow Mountain. We didn't, but people named Pillow Mountain because that's how she slept. Like this, because that's the only way she could sleep.
Where I would eat out like every single day, but then when I started getting on track, like maybe it was twice a week. It honestly depends. I have gone anywhere between hundreds of dollars a week to only 40 a week, or
hundreds of dollars, not 1,000, hundreds of dollars a week. Because that's what she would do. 3 meals a day, plus snacks. Yeah.
Even $0 a week, it just depends. Any positive things about for you? Hope you're well. I hope you're well too. Any positive things? Honestly, I can't think of a single positive thing that has come out of this, and I feel heartbroken for everyone having to deal with this, which is everybody.
She can think of a positive thing coming out of this. You are watching her video. You are giving her money right now. You are. That's a positive thing to her. Yeah.
Have you ever considered weight loss surgery? I have before. How are you staying busy during quarantine? Animal Crossing. Are you keeping your New Year's resolutions? No, because I suck. What's your favorite Bath and Body Works scent?
At least she's honest. She done said, I suck. At least she's honest. So whenever I say, you suck, hey, she said it first.
I really like champagne toast. Are you tired of the same old yet? Yes. Been tired, been done, over it.
But that's what she did every day, even beforehand, so it's no different.
Why do you think it is an excuse to slack off on your weight loss? Why do you act like you've been devastated by the you still have steady income?
Ooh, they got her that way. Told you, it's all about money for her. Let's see what she says about her ching and where it's at.
I don't have steady income right now. My money is so low. It's the lowest it's ever been in the last few years. This whole thing has affected everybody in their own way. And I see what it's done to people, and it honestly...
You are not about to try to connect with other people. You are not. You get to sit at home, or you got to sit at home and do absolutely nothing besides sit on your bed and play Animal Crossing and collect money. You got to do nothing. Not go to work, not get out of the house, nothing. You got to you got to lay in your bed. Sit on Pillow Mountain and do absolutely nothing. And now you're going to try to connect with your audience.
Messes with me. I feel so heartbroken for you guys. The last video I uploaded took me 3 tries to film.
Because she is Amberlynn. Y'all remember that? She's an empath. She feels everybody's feelings.
I still have one of the tries. The whole time I was bawling my eyes out for other people. The deaths, the sicknesses, people losing their jobs. It has been so hard for me to grasp.
Then why are your eyes wide-eyed and bushy-tailed? Mine are too. Why is there nothing wrong with your eyeballs? Why? If this is affecting you so bad, why? Because it was affecting me, and I sure as heck didn't look like that. No, I did not look like that. I was skinny. I was stressed out.
That it's hard to explain. I almost wish I was in this alone, because I know how I feel and how much anxiety and pain. I can't imagine how other people are feeling.
Did you get that? She has anxiety and pain herself. She can't imagine how somebody else would feel out there in that world. She can't imagine it. Did you get that? Amberlynn working at her home.
It's hard. It is freaking hard. A lot of people are dealing with this differently. When it comes to my income and my this and my that, my mental state is messing with my income.
Are you serious right now, Amberlynn? You're uploading a video playing Animal Crossing. And you would still pull over 100,000 views. Are you kidding me?
I'm grateful that that's the only reason messing with my income, because I keep putting myself in other people's shoes who have completely lost their jobs. And I have been helping actually as many people as I can with that. I actually recently paid someone's rent. I'm not trying to like toot my own horn.
Toot toot. Paying Destiny's rent did not count. Because you did that regularly. Nope. Did not count, Miss Amberlynn. Toot toot. You done went chugging through that train, didn't you? Nobody believed you either. Nobody believed in you. Because that's the only person you wanted to support was Destiny.
But it's like, I am doing what I can to try to make other people... I'm trying to lighten people's loads, is what I'm trying to say here. And I hate what is going on. I literally hate what is going on right now. And it hurts because, like I said, we're all affected in our own way. And I hate that people are like, you're not affected.
You're not Amberlynn. You weren't Amberlynn. The way you were acting, you were so daggone selfish. You were selfish to the people you were talking to online.
I don't know how I'm not affected. I have a chance of getting it. Of course, people who are still out there and they're essential workers, which I am so grateful for, the doctors or people at Walmart, just like anyone.
No, you would complain, thinking about who was touching your stuff before you touched it. You complained about people at the grocery store. Lie to somebody that don't know you.
People who work in factories and like, you guys are the reason why this world is still afloat and we're still, you know, trying to act as normal as possible. But I also feel so horrible for those people. It's like, I feel horrible for the people who lost their jobs, and then I feel horrible for the people who have to literally risk their lives every single day. She
would get frustrated because she couldn't get out and go get the junk food she wanted. This is a big laugh to me now. It really is. To think about what was important to her. If she wanted just fast food and she couldn't get it. That's how she was feeling for everybody else.
It is, this whole thing is just, I could talk about this forever, and it's like, I'm almost like wanting to become numb to it because my thoughts are out to everyone who is affected, which is this whole freaking world. And it hurts so bad to hurt for all the people I love, the strangers. You guys.
She is hurting so bad, guys. She's thinking of so many other people. She is hurting so bad. And the only thing she can think of is, what am I going to have to eat next? Who's going to go get to the... Beck's got to go to the store and go get me my candy bars. That's all she can think about. That's how bad she's hurting.
I have faith and I have hope that this will be over within a year. And that's just me having like hope and trying to be as positive as possible. And that's just kind of what we have to hold on to right now. Why do you think is an excuse to suck off for your weight loss? No shade, no tea. But a lot of weight loss people are not doing good right now. No excuse, but I'm just saying.
I wasn't even doing weight loss and I was skinny guinea. I was. Hello, some people couldn't afford to eat. Hello, some people were really stressed out. Hello. That's why I was like, at the time I was going, man, at least Amberlynn was giving me some kind of entertainment. You know, I could listen to somebody in the background on YouTube. You know, I could do something while I was outside doing horses, or while I was taking care of what needed to be taken care of. I was barely affording to pay for them. You know, it was just one of those things, and it didn't click to me what Amberlynn was actually doing. Emotionally manipulating me. Didn't even freaking click to me.
Great time to binge, great time to overeat. Let's do that quarantine snack life, you know.
Great time to binge, great time to overeat when people literally couldn't find food on the shelves. Great time to binge and overeat. Yeah, that's what she would do. Everything would be sparse, far in between, and she'd be like, okay, I want milk. I want bread. I want this. I want that. Yep, that was her.
What are you watching on Netflix? Honestly, nothing. Are you still doing Freshly? No. Show us a day in your life these days, including your routine, hobbies, leisure activities, work. Honestly, it would consist of me like playing Animal Crossing and eating Reese cups because, you guys, I'm just...
Told you what was important to her. Told you what she cared about. That's what she stressed about. That's what she needed most in her life then. Was her video games and her chocolate junk food. That's what she needed.
Yeah, that would be my routine. When will you stop third wheeling Destiny and Dana and let them move on with their lives? Okay. First of all, if they wanted to move on with their lives, like, more power to you. I would miss you guys both because you guys are my best friends and I love you both so much, and I'm also their best friends. So that doesn't make any sense. I don't understand why I am not allowed to be friends with my ex. It is the craziest thing. And how can I be a third wheel if Becky's on my side? Are we like the third and fourth wheel?
Because every time that you would be out with Beck doing something and Destiny and them would be down the road or somebody or somewhere else, you'd be like, hey, I'm going to go meet up with them. Hey, can I go do this? And if Beck was like, I'm not done, you're like, hey, can I go down there anyways? And if it was within walking distance, that's one time when you would walk. You'd be like, I'm going to walk down there. I'm going to go down there. You'd leave Beck where Beck's at. You wouldn't care. You would get up and actually walk. If it was within walking distance, you'd get up and walk.
Who knows? And how do you know that Destiny and Dana isn't the third wheel to Becky and I? You guys, like, drama. Save the drama for your mama, because it's alright. If you could be any celebrity that's not Miley Cyrus, who would you be and why? First of all, you know me very well. You know that I am Miley Cyrus obsessed. She's my number.
Thing, I'm giving myself whiplash. This is heavy.
For one. So if I could be any celebrity, I want to say Billie Eilish because I want to know how it feels to sing like an angel. She has one of the, well, she has one of the most beautiful voices, if not the most beautiful singing voices I have ever heard.
People were giving her crap, like, here recently, were giving her crap because she was, like, saying how much she liked Billie Eilish when Billie Eilish was a minor. So people were giving her crap over that.
I love the way that she sings. So, not that I want to be her, because weird. I want her voice. I want her singing voice. That would be amazing. How is social isolation an excuse to gain weight? If anything, it should be easier to lose weight right now. Please, you know.
She's out of touch with the reality. She doesn't leave her daggum house. Even back then, she didn't leave her house. Without an excuse, she didn't leave her house. Just like today. She don't like leaving her house. She likes being inside. She likes people waiting on her hand and foot. If it wasn't for people like almost forcing her to get out of her dag-blame house to go do something else, she'd probably stay in her house all dag-blame day.
Talk to everyone else who are currently like not doing good with their weight loss. Why do you think you're so attractive? I actually think I am hideously ugly.
Oh, larky. Watch her take selfies of herself. Selfies of herself. Watch her take her own picture. She does those angles. She does them good. She puts them up here. And she's always at it. When you watch her film herself certain times, she's got to make her little smooch faces. Even though she was in a relationship with Beck and shouldn't be posting stuff like that. Did it anyways. That's why I say sometimes it was a nurse-patient relationship in my eyes. Everything here is my opinion, only my opinion. I do this for your entertainment, and only your entertainment. And I'm just trying to have fun on the internet. And mainly YouTube. Yeah, I'm just having fun.
I have talked about this several times before. I honestly, I'm an ugly. I'm an actual ugly. I don't know why people think I think that I'm attractive. If I post a selfie, great, more power to me. That's because I use Snapchat filters.
No, lying. That's why she paused. It's because she's lying.
When are you going to college? Girl, that's in the back of my mind right now because I ain't got the time. I do have the time. I have plenty of time, but I'm scared to do anything. I'm scared to even breathe the outside air. I do sit outside. It feels good. It feels nice.
And that college was another thing she said she was going to go do. Kind of like weight loss surgery multiple times. It's just something else. She's like, I'm going to go do this. I'm going to do this. And she never did.
Why do you tell us to ask you questions and then not answer them? I'm here. I am here. Opinion on Young Dumb Honey Bun. Don't know what that is.
Lying through your teeth. Young Dumb Honey Bun used to be a reaction channel that used to drive her in the dirt. Let's just put it that way. I just don't do things like that.
No idea. Do you time travel or play in real time in Animal Crossing? I do not time travel. So I play in real time. Do you feel like you got the last laugh because you've been over 6 years now and all of us are now? And also, yes, like me going to like appointments and like
yeah, she stayed herself in. She's having to do that word because YouTube still don't like that word half the time, so she's having to blank that word out. At least she's blanking it out, and I'm not having to blank it out. Okay, that's one bit of editing I don't have to do on Amberlynn. Thank you very much. But she was already quarantining herself before it even happened. She was staying in the house all daggone time because she couldn't fit in the car, is my opinion, and she couldn't go do anything, so she would just send Beck to go and be the little errand person to go get everything that she wanted and do everything she wanted done.
You know, I used to work several jobs and, you know, the shop.
Several jobs, my boo honey donny. No, you were a CNA worker that you lied about because you were only part-time, and then you had a government job that you only worked for a short time because then you quit because then you were making so much money off of YouTube it didn't matter that if you worked or not, and you only worked there because you wanted to keep tabs on Destiny, which didn't work because right after you quit, Destiny got with somebody else. So, yeah. Neither of them worked out for you. The only job you stuck with was YouTube. So exactly what are you talking about, Amberlynn?
Being and the going out to eat and the constant shopping, might I add, and the constant going out to eat and going over to my friend's house and like being third wheel, like just all of it was so. Oh my god. You guys are gonna hate me after this video. It's just.
A lot of people hated you before this video, and then some of us just fell for manipulation from the beginning and just kept it going. I don't even know what really turned me, I don't think. I think it took a while just for me to gradually turn and not let her get to me in a manipulation way. And it wasn't very long ago that happened.
Can we get some graphic novel recommendations? Saga. Point blank period. Saga. So creative. The storyline is amazing. Like, who are you doing? What are you doing? So good. And the things that they come up with, like the creatures, obsessed. So I recommend that for sure. Are you still adding friends on my fitness pal? I definitely need to start going on there again for sure because
you added people on my fitness pal and you were never on there, Amberlynn, because I was on fitness pal with you and you never got on there. Yeah. So yeah, you were adding people. You did that because people were telling you to add people. So yeah, you added people. You just didn't do jack diddly squat on there.
How do you feel about YouTube starting to demonetize big channels? I haven't heard of a big channel being demonetized. That's not good. I feel bad for them for sure.
Amberlynn's thinking it's not going to be me because I ain't done anything wrong. And if I do need to panic, I'll panic.
Please talk with or about Becky. Becky's wonderful. I really want her to film a video with me actually, but I'm not going to force her. She doesn't like the hate, obviously.
You never let Beck see any of the comments because you always told Beck they were bad. They were mean, they were rude, and nobody liked Beck. That's what you did, so Beck never read the comments, you evil little thing.
Why did you eat that 20-piece McNuggets? What? I haven't had a 20-piece McNugget.
It's from the intro or the thing that Destiny said, and it's a whole intro thing that people use now. It's just a saying. And I said something whenever, I told you about that whenever Destiny and Beck were doing their live thing where Destiny said, "Why did you eat that 20-piece nugget?" Yeah.
In so long, months and months and months and months and months. To be honest, that sounds bomb. Why did I eat it? When did I eat it? Probably because I was hungry. Do you believe in law of attraction? I do. Are you posting a weigh-in tomorrow? No. How do you fight off the hate you get? I try to ignore it, honestly.
She doesn't read the comments and she uses block. That's what she does.
More vlogs, please. My vlogs literally suck. Are you going to cut your hair? Sometimes I want to and sometimes I don't. It's very, very confusing. How are you doing? I wish I was doing better.
Well, we know now that she wasn't even washing her hair. And we know now that whenever it needed to be done, Beck was helping her. So we know now that she didn't even need to, or she didn't want to cut it, but Beck was asking her to cut it.
What's the next diet you're going to fail? I'm not sure. I haven't really thought about it. You guys, I'm down like almost 70 pounds, and it's just so like confusing how people still, you know, act as if I'm actively gaining weight. It's so weird.
Because you don't prove that you're still down in weight. Everybody watches you eat the junk food, so you expect people just to believe you. Life don't work that way.
Do you believe you're a narcissist? No. And they asked why or why not. Because I'm gonna be honest. I got called a narcissist so much on YouTube. I've never been called that in my real life, by the way. That I started like doing research on narcissism.
She was going online and taking those narcissist tests, and she would never come up with, yes, she's a narcissist. And because the test never said narcissist, she would say, I'm not a narcissist. Every test I take says I'm not a narcissist, so no, I'm not a narcissist. That's why today she is not a narcissist.
And it made me believe for a minute that I really, really was. And I was like, oh my God. So I started doing these like stupid tests and stuff. And then the funny thing is, like almost on cue, I started seeing all these memes about like how if you research narcissism, it'll make you believe that you're narcissist when you're not. It's actually really funny. But I know that I'm not, because I think the biggest thing about if you're a narcissist versus if you aren't is empathy. And if I am near someone who's crying, I'm gonna start bawling my eyes out.
She is such a big, and she has so much empathy for people, don't she? Oh my goodness, everybody still tells her she's the biggest narcissist. I am not a narcissist. She was about to tell you she's already taken so many tests online. So she was about to tell you she didn't get that far. But yeah, her being an empath makes sure that she is not a narcissist.
It's really bad. Please, I wish you guys would know me in real life. I honestly do.
People in real life said that she was a whole lot worse than she was online. Yeah.
I feel other people's pain more than I feel my own.
You laughing yet? This is great. I like this one.
And I honestly hate that part of me more than anything because it's humiliating. It is. And it's like I'm able to go in people's shoes and like understand them and see their point of view. And it's like I feel other people's like emotions like a lot. And that's one of the biggest things. Like if you're a narcissist, you don't have like empathy at all.
If you're a narcissist, you can't admit that you're a narcissist. You will find every excuse not to be a narcissist. Oh, good old Amberlynn Reid.
Have you been writing it in all of your planners? Not recently. Why are you a lesbian? Okay, well, I'm gonna end it there because why am I a lesbian?
How do you even answer that? I don't know. Who would ask a question like that? I don't know. But okay.
We all know why. We all know why. So, you guys, I haven't ate on camera since I said that I wasn't going to. And now that I have this in front of me, I am, you know...
Obviously, stop. Stop, stop, stop. She's about to put food in her mouth. Stop. Hey, hey, I got one of these. Stop.
I'm gonna eat it, cause... I usually suck on them, but I don't think you guys want to watch that.
My husband, fact. I tell y'all stories about me all the time, and I shouldn't be telling you stories about me all the time, but I do, and I don't know why. My husband cannot stand it when I eat a Reese's. You know why? Because I eat all the chocolate off around it. I freeze them, okay? And I eat all the chocolate off around them, and then I save the peanut butter for last. And then I just let it defrost on my tongue. I don't know why. I've done it since I was a child. Don't you try to break my Reese's in half. I will get upset with you. I will tell you I don't want it. And I'll tell you, you're being mean to me and you're mad at me if you give me a broken Reese's. So I pick on him by buying glasses that are tinted and too big and everything else. And he'll be like, I'm going to break your Reese's. Alright, that's it.
What are you doing? What are you doing? It was so funny. I did a little mini walk with her the other day.
Which means you got outside, walk down the steps to walk, turn around and walk back up. Because you said yourself walking down them steps and walking back up was enough exercise for you. And you wanted us to be happy when you were able to walk down and walk back up. That's what you said.
And she's getting so skinny mini that when the leash was on her, she kept this part. Oh, she's farther away than I thought. What the heck? Her collar. Her head kept slipping through it, and I thought it was the funniest thing ever. Because at one point, I didn't even realize that it happened, and I'm just like, la la la. And then I turn around, and she's just like not connected to the leash at all. It was honestly really funny.
How do you know when your dog ain't walking with you? How do you not know that your dog is not on a leash? How can you not tell that you are just pulling a leash without an animal connected? She does not pay attention to Twink. Twonk. She don't pay attention. She is clueless. Poor Twink.
See, this is one of them times where I'm like, okay, the video is filmed. I've done this a lot recently. A lot. The video is filmed. Okay. Now do I want to upload it? Because people are going to hate on me. They're going to get mad at me for this. They're going to say that I said the wrong word. I said something I shouldn't have. I said a sentence. I said a joke. I did something I shouldn't have. And oh, look, she has dandruff in her hair. And yes, I have really bad dandruff.
Are you serious right now? This was back when she wasn't washing her hair. And it didn't even click to me. It didn't even click to me. Told you I'll lose brain cells when I watch her.
It's just like, that's what I deal with every single time. Every single time I upload is like, what did I say wrong? What did I do there? Okay, well, I should delete that. I'm not going to do that this time. I'm actually going to upload this. As you guys can tell, I'm in a very talkative mood.
Manipulation Lynn is in the building. She done hit it. She's like, yep, here we go. Feel for me. Come on. She uploaded it because of that ching. Because she got it.
I really miss uploading. You know, this is how I pay my bills. I have watched a lot of YouTube channels lately where they just talk about how, you know, a job is a job.
I told you, it's all about money. That's the only reason why she's doing it.
Whether you want to do it or you don't. You know, a lot of people have the opportunity to have a job that they truly, truly love, and they get to go to work every day and they just love it so much. But then there are a large quantity of people, like more than there should be, who have a job that they don't care for, and they do it because they know that they have to, because they have to have a roof over their head, you know? And I just think it's silly for people to have the mind frame of only do YouTube if you're passionate. And
Amberlynn is not passionate about YouTube, and what's bad is she wouldn't film a lot. But whenever she needed that changing, she would upload, and she would just upload whatever, and people would watch. And that's when, like, reaction channels would watch her and start reacting. She was so daggone boring, people did go and watch her because they couldn't believe that a reaction channel would make it enjoyable. You go watch her, and it's like, you do need a reaction channel to watch her. I mean, it was getting that bad.
Only film when you really, really want to. I think sometimes you have to kind of balance that, and I feel like there's a fine line, because I mean, it's probably like that for anyone, really. Like, even authors, like, you love to write. I'm gonna use Danielle Steele as a person. I love her, adore her. I love her books. I know that's like really weird, because every time I tell people that, they're like, what? That's so weird. I honestly love her. I love her as an author. Amazing.
Amberlynn, always addicted to reading. She'll tell you, I'd rather have the book than the movie. And she will buy books left and right, and she will have the physical book instead of just, you know, having Audible or reading it online on a Kindle. No, had to have the physical book.
She comes out with yearly, on average, about 2 novels. Sometimes just 1, sometimes 3, but on average, I'm going to say about 2. And I think that's just what she's done for so long, that it's kind of like, okay, so here is your deadline. You have to have this book done at a certain time. And even though writing is her passion, I'm sure sometimes she doesn't want to do it. And it's her job, so she has to. And yes, YouTube is my passion. And lately I haven't been wanting to do it. So I haven't been, but I have to be like,
YouTube is not Amberlynn's passion. Still today, it's not Amberlynn's passion. It is a job for Amberlynn. That's why Amberlynn is constantly saying, I have a new schedule. I have a new plan. I have a new idea. Constant, because she's got to come up with something else to get people interested in it. Because she does suck at it most of the time. I keep using that word, but she does. She is horrible at it most of the time. She has to find ways to keep other people's ideas going. That's why she's asking so many questions of other people. She's ran out of everything there is to have to do with YouTube.
This is a responsibility that I have. I have to keep the roof over my head.
See, there you go. She done said it. She done said it. That's all it is. It's not fun for her. No, it's a responsibility, and that's still what it is today.
I have to feed my widow Twinkie stores. She's like, can you leave me alone? I have bills I have to pay. That's just responsibility. And it's silly to sit here and just be like, yeah, I get paid for YouTube, but I have the option if I want to, upload. No, it's not really like an option at this point.
It's a necessity. It's a have to. It's a responsibility. It's your job at this point. And she had resentment towards everybody.
Excuse me, I burped. I don't really want to edit this video.
She didn't edit whatsoever at all. I told you. She didn't care. She really didn't. And we actually sat there and watched her through this. And we said, it's okay, Amberlynn. We all feel this way. I didn't feel that way, but we all said it.
Real raw high here. So that's just how it is. And I just noticed a lot of YouTubers being more open with that lately. And I'm actually kind of loving it. I recently watched...
I've been open about certain stuff I shouldn't have been open about, but I tell y'all all kinds of stuff. That's why I'm just like, I'll compare myself to her. I'll compare myself to a lot of people. I don't know. I'm just here just because.
A mukbanger who I talk about all the time. See, I'm manic. It is manic. It is mania, and it's whatever.
You don't know when you were having mania. You don't know it. Somebody has to tell you.
I recently watched a mukbanger, and they were talking about how, like, literally, this is a job. You know, you have to do it. What am I talking about? Like, what? I don't know what I'm talking about.
If this was a job, and this was a necessity to me, there is no way I would come on here and be like, hey, guess what? I'm on camera for a job. I'm here because I have to be here. I'm talking to you because I have to talk to you. You are just a nuisance to me is all you are. There's no way I would do that. She does.
I feel like I had like a reason what I was saying and what I was doing, and I just feel like I'm rambling. And
I ramble all the time, but I don't ramble the same way she does. I ramble because it is my personality.
People are gonna get a hoot out of this. I'm just gonna say the thumbs down on this video is gonna probably be quadruple the thumbs up.
Yeah, that started happening a lot, and it still goes today. She gets a lot more thumbs down than she does up, but you know what? She don't care. It's still activity. It's still engagement on her videos.
You know what? I'm used to it. I'm used to it being double. I'm just used to it all. If you guys are wondering, the nail polish I am using is Cuccio color in Mercury Rising. So that is what I'm using right now. I still haven't bitten my nails. They're growing. Oh my god, this is the longest they've ever been. I can't get over it. It's so crazy. So, future of my YouTube.
You're going to continue using your channel just the way you do, and you're not going to change anything because you make ching ching no matter what you do?
We all only live once. I am going to upload what I want. I know I say that all the time, and it's like hogwash. Literal, actual hogwash, because I do not upload what I want, like, ever. I'm always trying to have a certain image. It's like I'll film all these mukbangs together and then upload those like on some type of mukbang channel. And then the next thing, it's like weigh-ins and this is what I eat to lose weight. It's like, it's not real. I just want to be real.
You upload mukbangs because that's what your channel is. You weren't the weight loss channel whatsoever at all. Because you admitted that's what got you the views. That's what got you the money. That's what kind of channel you got into. It's not what channel you were in the beginning. That's what channel you still are. You just ain't doing the mukbangs right now.
This is me. This is it. This is my channel. And it is what it is. I miss the old Amberlynn on YouTube. I miss her.
What is the old Amberlynn? I don't know which one it was. Lazy from the beginning. Still lazy. Lazy today. What is the old Amberlynn?
She is the reason why. She is the reason why I have a roof over my head. She's the reason why I can take care of myself financially. She's the reason why I have all of you wonderful subscribers and viewers.
Now you're lying through your teeth because you said you didn't get everybody. You didn't get all the views until you started doing mukbangs. So the old Amberlynn is not what you got, not what got you all these people. The Amberlynn now at this moment in time that we're watching, that Amberlynn is what got you everything and everybody. Goes to them mukbangs.
She's the reason why. And yes, I want to be a new, improved old Amberlynn. it's just, she was so free. She was so free. And she didn't have all these constant, like, oh my God, what are people going to say about this video? Blah, blah, blah. I want to be able to just upload more and just be free with my content and not so restricted. I feel like,
yeah, and you also had to do multiple live videos because that free loving Amberlynn sure did like to lie a lot. Liar Lynn was your name.
people want to put me in a box, and I am so freaking tired of it. It is honestly so annoying. It is so annoying. I'm just gonna be downright honest right now. I am not gonna be put in a box. You guys can put me in a rectangle or a circle, I don't care. But I'm just not gonna be put in a box. I'm just not. Because
Amberlynn had already put herself in the bed. We didn't need to put her in a box. She knew where she was belonging at that time.
I have several sides of me, and I'm sure you guys have seen that. And I don't just want a weight loss moment. I don't just want a mukbang moment. I just don't. I don't. I want everything and anything. And if I want to upload a video of me sweeping the floor, I should be allowed to do it.
That's what you do. Even back then, that's what you would do. You talking about it was pointless because that's what you would do.
I don't know, I just should. If you have a YouTube channel, you should be allowed to upload what you want, when you want, how you want.
No, because there's community guidelines. I'm glad there's certain things not allowed on YouTube.
And I just feel like a lot of people subscribe to me knowing the type of person that I am, assuming the type of person I am really, but knowing the type of content that I upload. So it's like,
people now subscribe to you for the mess that you are, the chaos that you are, and the stuff that you cause off of the internet.
you subscribe thinking I was gonna change, which I do. I go through so many changes. Oh my God, just thinking about it, it's just thinking of my last 6 years. It's been a crazy train. It's been a crazy road. And I think a big reason why I haven't been filming lately, not just because of the depression and I'm literally not motivated and I feel like I'm manic all over the place, you know.
Lady girl, bipolar. Lady girl, I don't want to hear it. Even back then, I didn't want to hear it. I still heard it. I just didn't understand it.
It's because I'm put in a box and I feel like I had no options. I feel like I had to talk about weight loss, and it's just like, what do you want me to talk about? Like, honestly, I did start filming, I'll be honest, 3 days ago. It's another video that's down the freaking chute, which I'm not gonna upload. I started filming a what I ate today video. It was an off track what I ate today video because
that was mainly what you ate, because you're always off track. That's true honesty for you.
not really on track. It's just hard. It's just so hard. A lot of people think you're home alone. You have time to be on track. And it's like, what? The reason why I binge and overeat and turn to food is because of emotional reasons. I want to numb myself and create a happiness, and food sends off some serotonin or dopamine. I don't even know. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. But it's like,
I thought it was because you grew up in foster care. That's what I thought it was. I thought it was because you didn't have much food in foster care, or because you were a big child, because you were taken away from your parents, because you were in foster care. I thought that's what made you eat so much food, and what made you so big was way back then. You've always been big, but it was always because foster care. Why now is it this? Huh. Oh my. I wonder why.
food makes me happy, and it also makes me numb to the bad stuff. So if anything, me gaining weight during this time, or me staying the same during this time, makes the most sense. And that is why so many people are going through it. And
not everybody had access to food, Amberlynn. That's why people told you are not in connection with reality. You got to remember when this was filmed. You got to remember that, guys. It was, remember, we did it during COVID in the middle of it.
That is why I'm not here to judge. I mean, I'm not here to judge no matter what, but it's like, sis, this is not the time. This is not the time to be judging other people. Like, I'm not gonna like sit here and like go through it because it's so crazy to me. I'm just not. You should know morally and like common sense that right now is not the time to be judging other people at all.
She's saying, let me get as fat as I want, and you don't even tell me that I'm getting fat. You let me eat whatever I want because it's my business, it's not yours. Kind of just like today.
And I don't think I need to say why. I really don't. It's obvious what's happening in the world, that we need to come together and not tear each other apart. Especially someone with mental problems. Like, girl, okay, I need to stop this video. It's over 40 minutes. I've almost been sitting here for an hour literally talking about nothing. I have said so much, but I have said nothing.
You are so full of hot air, that's what you do now. You just let your jowls just jap and you say absolutely nothing.
Okay, upload this, Amberlynn. A part of me wants to delete it. Anyways, if you guys have watched this far, Twinkie is getting comfy. Look at her. If you guys have watched this far, there's a secret code word.
Yes, I watched this far. I watched all the way to the end, pretty much every single video she uploaded. Yes, I did.
I want you guys to say at the bottom in the comments, but I feel like it's just going to be overflooded with hate, but still, we can test it out. I want you guys to say pineapple.
Well, duh, because that's what everything was. Like pineapple pin up. Everything was. Of course, that's going to be the word.
Down in the comments. Because I'm curious how many people actually watched to the end. But I feel like a lot of people are going to be watching this part and still not comment pineapple, but I'm just curious, like, is anyone really going to watch a 40+ minute video of me talking, like, about nothing at all? I'm just wondering. So I do want to finish this and say that I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I never want to take you guys for granted. I am grateful for you guys and thankful for you guys.
She's lying through her teeth because all she's saying is, I want your ching ching. Keep watching me because I need the ching ching because my wallet is hurting right now.
And I just feel like I don't say that enough.
She never says it. Not enough. She never says it. Big difference.
And I know a lot of people on here are rude to me, but there's also a lot of people on here who consistently give me chances and consistently see the real me. And that is what I appreciate the most, is that you stand by and you just watch. You watch and you see what's going to happen next.
I wish I would have seen the real her. I really do. I wish I would have seen it. But I didn't. And I sat back and I watched. That was my mess up.
But yeah, I really truly appreciate the people who accept me for me. That's amazing. So I really do appreciate that. I just wish a lot of you knew me in person, because you soon find out, okay, she's not the mean, narcissistic, lying piece of poo-poo doo-doo that I thought she was. Hands down, I could tell you that. But that's just how it is. Like, people...
She's not a narcissist, no. She's telling you what she's not. And what you will find out that she's not. She's not a narcissist.
Watch people online and they kind of create their own story about them. Why am I still talking? I'm gonna go. Love you guys. I'll see you in my next video. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Amberlynn. Well, obviously y'all are going to get to see this one because I actually had fun doing this and I remember this one. It took me a little while and it reminded me of my stupidity back then. But why not go ahead and let y'all listen to my stupidity back then, okay? I wasn't as wise. Well, I'm not wise now either. So what the crap am I even talking about? I'm just running off at the mouth, okay? That's what I'm doing. But I hope y'all had a good... All right, here we go. I hope you have a good day, night, weekend, holiday year, whenever you might be watching this. And hope you remember to smile today, or make somebody else smile, 'cause it really can make a difference. I have fun doing these. I don't know if y'all have fun watching these, but I have fun doing these because it takes me back in time to a time whenever I, didn't watch it the same way. And I think it's interesting and I think it's fun. I really do. I think it's fun because it shows me, hey, let's look at her in a new light. Let's look at her a different way. And then hopefully y'all can see, hey, now this is the way she is today and she was the same way back then. Why not? All right, guys, y'all keep that smile on your face and y'all continue walking forward. All right, y'all make sure you have a good one for me. Bye.